In this video, I'm going to explain to you two things: the importance of tokenization and why I believe Ravencoin and Ravencoin Classic could soar specifically on this use case. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Ladies and gentlemen, this one, it's going in the vault. I just made a purchase this morning on this Ravencoin. A couple weeks ago, I found Ravencoin Classic. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've mentioned on this channel that a key component to the new economy is going to be tokenization. Okay, the tokenization of everything, societies, economies, cultures. It's all going to be digitized and tokenized. So the technology that's needed for the transferring of these tokenized assets, it's going to be important. Okay, that is why I decided to highlight Ravencoin to you guys, because I wouldn't be true to my word when I speak on tokenization and not expose you to projects that are focused on tokenization. And in this video, I'm going to show you Ravencoin as well as Ravencoin Classic. Okay, now they're using the same X16 protocol, right? So this is not like a situation with Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. To my knowledge, Ravencoin and Ravencoin Classic seems to be a dual partnership. Same company, same algorithm, same project, okay? Now, there's some juicy narrative behind the founders of Ravencoin. But first, I just want to give you some context on the importance of tokenization before I explain Ravencoin to you, okay? This is from an article on Forecast titled Tokenization to Transform Financial System. DBS Bank CEO says. Deutsche Bank CEO, one of the biggest banks in the world, ladies and gentlemen, in the world, okay? The power of tokenization can fundamentally transform the fabric of the financial system. Singapore's DBS Bank CEO Piyush Gupta told the Consensus CoinDesk Conference 2021 that took place this week. This is the head of one of the world's largest banks. And he is obviously aware of the future of the financial system. He wouldn't be speaking these things if he wasn't. Now, quick bullet points. He sees the tokenized assets as a new asset class, saying, in reality, every asset class is going to get tokenized. And that includes whether it's physical property or paintings or buildings or what you have. The notion of tokenization extends well beyond currency as a medium of exchange. Tokenization, fundamentally a lot more powerful than pure digitization of an asset or money, as it allows for fractionalized ownership, real-time settlement, and programmability. He added that central banks such as Monetary Authority of Singapore were playing a more active role in facilitating the transition to tokenized infrastructure. Earlier this month, DBS Bank, Singapore Exchange Standard Chartered Bank, and state-owned investment firm Temesk announced that they were joining forces to set up a global exchange and marketplace for high-quality carbon credits. There it is again, guys. Given so many companies have made the net zero commitments, we believe that there is, over the next decade, going to be a dramatic explosion in voluntary carbon market. And therefore, the timing is right. And being able to essentially tokenize and trade these assets is going to be a strategic opportunity. Now, This is coming from the leader of one of the world's largest banks, driver of the financial institution for the last 100 years. Okay? This is his word. Now, coming back over to Ravencoin. Ravencoin is a peer-to-peer blockchain handling the efficient creation and transfer of assets from one party to another. Essentially what that man just said was going to happen. So, the pieces that I'm putting together, guys, I put together in an attempt to show you which projects are not just technologically sound from a tokenomics standpoint fundamentally. I want to highlight the projects to you guys that have agendas to uphold, because those are the automatic winners. Okay? And as you can see here, representations of shares, project, energy credits, electricity, wood, gas, oil, and wind. Okay? Now, let me get into the juicy bits of the backstory of Ravencoin. Okay? Now, this is the beautiful piece. The founders of Ravencoin. Okay? Now, we already got the word of tokenization being the future from the head of Deutsche Bank, Singapore, world's leading bank. Now, the founders of Ravencoin are Bruce Fenton, Tron Black, and Joel Waite. They stand out over the majority of the crypto crowd in that they were all seasoned businessmen and developers before they started this project. Fenton, who wrote the white paper, is well known in crypto for being a board member and executive director of the Bitcoin Foundation from 2015 to 2018. Now, this is why I'm bullish. Because before crypto, said author of Ravencoin's white paper, Mr. Fenton, had a solid career in investment banking as the vice president of Morgan Stanley and a managing director of Atlantis Consulting for 13 years. Currently, he is the managing director of Chainstone Labs, a stealth fintech startup. Okay, now, continuing to Mr. Black, he is a principal software developer with 30 years of experience, currently employed with Medici Ventures, a subsidiary of, and this is the next reason why I'm so bullish, Overstock.com. Overstock.com got into cryptocurrency so early it doesn't make any sense. I believe within the first year. They were one of the first companies to actually go public with this whole Bitcoin thing. Years ago, I want to say 2013, 2014. Okay? Now, Joel Waite, the chief technology officer from Overstock.com. Previously, he was involved with Medici Ventures as well as the role of CEO and chief technical officer. He is a veteran software developer who started his career after graduating from the University of Utah in 1998, right in the middle of the dot-com bubble. It's the players in their positions of these projects that keep me interested, okay? Now, on some technicals, Ravencoin is a fork of the original Bitcoin code with 4 unique changes: a modified issuance schedule, block rewards coming in at 5,000 Raven. That block time is down to a minute. Coin supply is capped at 21 billion, 10 times more than BTC. And the mining algorithm Kapow, formerly X16R and X16RV2 respectively, intended to mitigate the centralization of mining caused by ASICs hardware. So, next generation Bitcoin. It's the Bitcoin that can tokenize the assets. You can buy the assets with Bitcoin, but you can tokenize them with Ravencoin. This is a look at Ravencoin Classic. Okay. And I want to say some months. Some months, guys. I meditate on these projects before I bring them to you. Because I want to bring you more than just the fundamentals and technical information. I want to bring you the essence of these corporations, what they're intending to do, because that's how early we are, guys. These are babies, penny stocks, pink sheets, if you will. I was watching The Wolf of Wall Street last night, and every time I watch it, I just get bullish. But you can see here, Ravencoin Classic is using that X16R algorithm, which means that the algorithm still works. They're splitting it off in order to be more efficient. Okay. Ravencoin Classic is an X16R algorithm protocol, which features focus on allowing tokens to be issued on the Ravencoin Classic blockchain. Tokens of the protocol can have whatever properties the token issuer of the token decides. So they can be limited in quantity, can be named, and be issued as securities or collectibles. You can make your own security token within minutes and take advantage of borderless global transactions with fast transfer speed. So, essentially put, guys, Ravencoin will be for the corporations, institutions, big players. Ravencoin Classic will be for the everyday man, for me and you to create our own tokenized assets. Okay? Imagine tokenizing your car and, selling off fractions of it, making money from it, and then using that money to pay off the car. That's the future we're going to, guys. Okay? Now, Ravencoin and Ravencoin Classic can be gotten on a few different exchanges. Most importantly, Ravencoin is the one that you can find everywhere. Ravencoin Classic was only available, I can only find it on gate.io. But take some time, guys. Do your own research, of course, because I am no financial advisor. I'm just another brother trying to make money in the future, in the fourth industrial revolution. But if you can get your hands on some Ravencoin, pretty sure Ravencoin Classic will come to you naturally, maybe an airdrop is in the future. But before this video gets too long, guys, just want to thank you for coming back to the channel. If you like what you heard in this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You can always get down at me in the comment section. Do you hold Ravencoin? How do you feel about Ravencoin? Let's talk about it. I'm also on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And all of those links will be in the new links section exclusively at digithustlenews.io. With all that being said, go guys. You know what I'm going to tell you. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.